There's a lot of focus on relevance at the top of the funnel, but how do you think about staying relevant at the moment of purchase?
I've been a CMO multiple times and we're obsessed by that. But when is someone going to get obsessed by the middle part? And that's when it's like awareness to intention. We're a brand builder of products for SharkNinja. That intention is where people say, oh, really? I heard there's a slushie. Oh, did you hear that they can do frosé? And it's that part of like making sure you've got all the right agency partners that can serve you different parts. But if you don't have attribution, how do you know if it's working or not? And then you have to be very agile. Like if you come from retail and e-com, like I've done, we get sales daily and hourly. And so don't you want to know if your content's working in certain parts of the funnel in a very high frequency so that you can pivot your content? But I would say middle, get some more insight into your middle. Make sure you have the agencies that support you from the top to the bottom, and attribution being really key, and having an operating model that allows you just to pivot. It is a superpower if you're able to step into the shoes of your consumer and imagine their pain points, their dreams, and how brands can really serve them. I oversee growth, but I also oversee the consumer experience. And as a part of that, my job is to find problems and fix problems. And I sit in call center calls. I heard a consumer, an older gentleman, talking about one of his vacuum cleaners. And again, I imagine like it was my grandfather. And I was like, well, that's not fair. Is that right that he has to go through that? And all of a sudden, that passion for caring for that individual allowed us to really look at it with an expedited fashion, allowed us to really solve that problem. And SharkNinja is really good at facing problems because they realize that it makes consumers' lives better if we eliminate the pain points.
How do you even encourage your whole team to come up with these big, bold ideas and staying in the framework of corporate companies and the mandates of sort of playing it safe?
Well, so I'm really lucky because my new company, SharkNinja, that's what they do all the time. And so naturally, I had to hack my way there and find a way to get people excited about putting themselves outside of the comfort zone. So just last year, we were doing camp. We were walking on the Quotient, and I was with a few of my team members, and I was like, imagine if ... And imagine if. And it was like that. And then an hour later, I'm like, gosh, remember that thing we were talking about? Imagine if. And we built on it. And then we were riffing. And then before you know it, by the end of Cannes, we had created the Joy Project with Deepak Chopra. And then, right, so you have the idea, everyone's like excited. And then they're going to say, oh, it takes 6 months to a year to implement it. Well, what would it take if I wanted to do it next week? Like, you give an outrageous deadline. Something so unreasonable, then all of a sudden, what people think are must-haves become nice-to-haves. No, well, actually, all we really need is an announcement or whatever, right? Or a logo. And then we just strip it down to the bare bones, and then you add in some nice-to-haves. And then voila.